turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her bleeding eye did.
Merle Haggard's story unfolds like a country song, raw, unfiltered, and deeply human. Born on April 6, 1937, in a converted boxcar in Oildale, California, Merle's early years were shaped by poverty and resilience. His parents, James and Flossie Haggard, were part of the mass migration from Oklahoma during the Dust Bowl, seeking a better life in California. The family's boxcar home symbolized both hardship and ingenuity, a testament to the determination that would later define Merle's life. Merle was just 9 when his father died suddenly of a brain hemorrhage, a loss that shattered his world. James Haggard had been Merle's anchor, a role model whose absence left a void the young boy struggled to fill. In the wake of his father's death, Merle's behavior became increasingly erratic. He skipped school, hopped freight trains, and committed petty crimes. Despite these missteps, music remained a constant in his life. His older brother gave him a guitar, and Merle taught himself to play, mimicking the sounds of Lefty Frizzell and Hank Williams. Teenage Merle was a whirlwind of rebellion. His escapades included stealing cars, robbing businesses, and running away from home. His troubles culminated in 1957 when, at just 20 years old, he was arrested for attempted burglary and sentenced to San Quentin State Prison. Behind bars, Merle hit rock bottom. Yet, it was there that he experienced a moment of epiphany, a performance by Johnny Cash, whose music and charisma struck a chord deep within him. Inspired, Merle resolved to change his life. He earned his GED while in prison and began participating in the prison's country band, honing the skills that would later define his career. Upon his release in 1960, Merle faced the daunting task of rebuilding his life. He found work as a manual laborer by day and performed in local bars by night. His breakthrough came when his song, Skid Row, caught the attention of producer Fuzzy Owen. Merle's voice, raw and steeped in authenticity, resonated with audiences. By the mid-1960s, he had signed with Capitol Records, and his career skyrocketed with hits like Sing a Sad Song and The Fugitive. Haggard's music stood apart because it reflected his life, flawed, complex, and deeply relatable. Songs like Mama Tried and Branded Man offered glimpses into his struggles with the law and his efforts at redemption. His 1969 song, Okie from Muskogee, became an anthem, albeit a controversial one. With lines like, "We don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee," the song was interpreted as a critique of the counterculture movement. Some hailed it as a patriotic statement, while others viewed it as reactionary. Merle himself added to the mystique by later revealing the song started as a joke. This ambiguity, was he serious, satirical, or both, became a hallmark of his persona. Merle's personal life was as tumultuous as his career. He married 5 times, starting with Leona Hobbs in 1956. They had 4 children, but Merle's growing fame and lifestyle took a toll on their relationship. After their divorce, Merle married Bonnie Owens, the former wife of country star Buck Owens. Bonnie not only became Merle's duet partner, but also supported him during his rise to stardom. Their marriage ended amicably, with Bonnie continuing to work with him professionally even after their divorce. In the 1970s and 1980s, Merle's life was a whirlwind of success, excess, and reinvention. He scored numerous chart-topping hits, including If We Make It Through December and I Think I'll Just Stay Here and Drink. However, his career wasn't without struggles. He battled substance abuse, financial mismanagement, and changing industry trends. At one point, he owed millions in back taxes to the IRS, a debt that forced him to work relentlessly to stay afloat. Despite these challenges, Merle never lost his creative spark. His ability to evolve with the times kept him relevant in an industry known for fleeting fame. He embraced collaborations, recording with legends like Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, and Chris Christopherson as part of the Highwaymen supergroup. His duet album with Nelson, Poncho and Lefty, became a classic, solidifying his status as a cornerstone of country music. Merle's later marriages were equally eventful. After divorcing his third wife, he wed Debbie Parrett in 1985, but the marriage lasted only a few years. His fifth and final marriage, to Teresa and Lane in 1993, brought him a measure of stability. Together, they had 2 children, and Teresa remained by his side until his death. As Haggard aged, his music took on a reflective quality. Albums like Blue Jungle and Chicago Wind showcased a more introspective side, exploring themes of mortality, regret, and legacy. Yet, he remained a performer to the end, touring relentlessly despite declining health. In 2008, he underwent surgery for lung cancer, but his indomitable spirit pushed him back to the stage. One of the most striking aspects of Haggard's life was his capacity for reinvention. From an inmate at San Quentin to a recipient of the Kennedy Center Honors, his journey epitomized the American dream. He was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1994 and received numerous awards, including a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2006. Yet, despite his accolades, Merle remained humble, often crediting his fans for his success. Merle Haggard passed away on April 6, 2016, his 79th birthday. His death marked the end of an era, but his music continues to resonate with listeners worldwide. Songs like Silver Wings and The Fightin' Side of Me remain timeless, embodying the spirit of a man who lived life on his terms. To support us, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.